Hi, I'm Barry Martin here at the International Club representing Gutshot.com, and I'm going to show you some things about cards and poker. So let's look at another poker variant, which is Omaha. Now Omaha is very similar to Texas Hold'em, except instead of getting 2 cards dealt to each player, you actually get 4 cards. And another slight variation is you have to use 2 cards in your hand. As opposed to Texas Hold'em, you can use 1, 2, or no cards actually if you've got like a flush board or something like that. You have to use 2 cards in Omaha. That's the biggest mistake that beginners make when playing Omaha. I've dealt out 4 very interesting hands here with Omaha, and with 4 cards in your hand, you always have to be looking for, as we say, the nuts. The nuts is the very best possible hand you could have, okay? Now, we'll look at some pretty strong hands here that we've got. Now, even though it may appear to be a strong hand, this guy here has got the queens and jacks in his hand, has actually only got just a straight. So the 2 cards he's using is the queen and jack, so queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, okay? But out of these 4 hands, it's the worst. Even though you may think, oh, I've got a straight, great, I'm gonna put my money in. Don't, okay? Because on this board, there's a flush out here, and also, being that it's a paired board with 2 10s on, there's possible quads, there's also possible full houses, very possible full houses. And not to forget that if this guy didn't have the jack of clubs in his hand, there are straight flushes out there, both bottom and top. So you're not going to get involved with this particular hand. Now, very strong holding here. Look, we've got the nut flush. Okay, when I say the nut flush, I mean the best possible flush you can have, which is the ace X of clubs, any other club with your ace of clubs. The ace 4 is just as good because you've got the ace. But again, it's a paired board. You don't want to be going for a flush on a paired board in Omaha. So with any real action, you're going to pass this hand. Now it starts to get really tough. This poor fella over here, young lady, got an 8s in their hand. Now 8s, the best possible 5 cards you can make, let's move this along, is a full house. So that's 3 8s, a full house is 3 of a kind and 2 of a kind in your 5 cards. So this person's made 3 8s and 2 10s. Wow, you think, full house must be winning. Oh no, 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 no. Not good. Because this player here has got 10 9 in his hand, very possible holding, which means he's got the nut house. When I say the nut house, I mean the highest possible full house you can have on this board, okay? So you've got 3 10s and 2 9s. Now obviously quads are not possible because this guy's got a 10. So he's got the nut house here, and this would win over the other 3 hands. This basically is Omaha.